Hello and welcome back to another video. Anime D Honor here, and we are doing part 2 of What If Izuku Midorya Was Like Thorfinn. Alrighty, so we left off on the last part where Izuku just started the exams to get into UA. I'm not gonna say any more because if you want to know about that video, go check it out. It's my last video I just made about 2 days ago. Yeah, so basically hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Hit that notification bell so you'll be updated on my videos. And yeah, let's get into it. So Midorya running in. He starts off taking down mini robots, just small robots, not like 1-pointers, just 1-pointers and maybe some 2-pointers every once in a while. Since he has trained to be able to fight bigger opponents, they're not too bigger, so they're not too much bigger. So they won't really be too hard. Just letting you guys know, Izuku's quirk is like special combat. Basically, he basically has like a 1-to-1 Sharingan, but he doesn't. It's just that he can like sense stuff better, and he has a natural affinity for combat. Like it's just like that. And yeah, and extra strength, a little bit extra strength. So yeah, Izuku does not have any control over One for All though. He does not have any at all. He has no control over One for All. It's just like at the beginning of My Hero Academia, just like that. So yeah. So he's not using his quirk, but he is actually taking down points. So we fast forward about 5 minutes later, and yes, Izuku has already have about 32 points, which is even more than Ida. So we're gonna fast forward about more and more on and on and on. Since Izuku is great with combat, he is giving a smile because he doesn't want to look like that. Put a little emoji up, So yeah, all that. He don't want to look like that and stuff like that. So yeah, basically. So yeah, the whole thing happens and then the 0-pointer comes. Izuku is right there as he just finished destroying a 2-pointer. No, a 3-pointer. He just destroyed one 3-pointer, giving him about 52 points. Right about there. After killing. He had 49. He killed that 3-pointer. Well, not kill it. He beat that. He destroyed the 3-pointer, giving him 3 more points, which lead him to have 52. I'm not going to do all this math, but, well, it's not hard math. It's just, I don't feel like doing math for a video. And I'm sure nobody wants to see, from my calculations, every time, nobody wants to hear that. Well, maybe. I don't know. So, yeah. Basically, yeah, that happens. And right after he kills his 3-pointer, the 0-pointer appears. All the students stop running. All the students start running, including Izuku. But Izuku did have a pause moment. He looked up. He wasn't fearful. But then he just stopped smiling. And then he said, look at his eyes. It's emoji again. So, yeah. So, basically, yeah. And then he starts running. And then as he's running, he looks back. And he sees... what's her name? I want to say Uraraka, but you remember my last video, what the shape is, right? Kendo X Izuku, so, it's Kendo this time. And all those you was like, what? Kendo isn't useless, though. Or, Chaco isn't useless, and that's a fact. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, Chaco got one of the best quirks. Honestly, I would love to have her quirk, low-key. But Kendo, yeah, she's trapped under the rubble. For those of you thinking, wait, she can use her quirk. She's exhausted. She can't use her giant hands to pick up the rubble. She's exhausted. She's very exhausted. So, yeah. She's under the rubble, but she needs help. Izuku looks back. And then, oh, yeah. Just letting you know, the whole thing with Ochako didn't happen. Kendo didn't happen. None of that. Nothing happened because Izuku didn't trip. He didn't trip. Izuku's a goat. So, yeah. He walked up in there. Oh, yeah, for those of you who want to know what Izuku's outfit is, something like this. Just a little edit up. So, yeah, basically like that. And, yeah, that happens. He runs up, and charging One for All in his right arm, well, he had to do the jump. But instead of a jump, like, more upwards, because in the original, Izuku's jump was more upwards. He didn't really do much of a jump. It was really like a charge. Well, it was up, but it was like more going forward towards the middle of the robot, not the head. With both of his knives, he's charging up both of his arms, so You know it's about to happen, right? Yeah. So yeah, both of his legs is broken already. He midair, middle of the robot. He grabs his knives and he just like slashes like an X slash with 100% one for all in each arm, breaking both his arms. His knife is special. He had his knife since he was a kid. No, I didn't say that in the last part. He got his dad, one of his knife from his dad. The other one he got himself, but both are still special to him. But he did drop the knives because his arm, his whole hand is broken. All of that are broken. But the 0-pointer, as huge as it is, like literally has an X. Well, like the slice didn't go through because it was close to going through, but the 0-pointer is really strong. Yeah, basically like, my bad about that, by the way. So yeah, that happened, and he basically like put like a whole X, like you can see the X through the chest. It did like slices, all that on the chest of the robot basically, and that robot is done. Like it malfunctioned, you know, just like in the original, it started making explosions, and Izuku falls down, but Kendo did get up. I know she figured it out. I don't care what she said. She got up and she caught Izuku. Basically, that happened. Recovery girl came. She says, "Wow, for such a strong quirk, she says, for your quirk, for as long as you should have had it since you were like 4, how does it still affect you like this? My." And she just gives him a kiss, and he's fully healed, just like in the original. So yeah, he's not taken to the infirmary, but all that happens, and yeah. You know, Aoyama explains that the recovery girls, everybody else, you know, just like in the original, it's just different scenery. Instead of Izuku going to talk to the girl, Kendo tried to walk up to Izuku, but Izuku then walked away. He looked at her, he just looked at her and just kept walking. He basically made it home. He wasn't actually like scared of whether or not he was gonna pass or fail. He knew he was gonna pass, because he did get 52 points alone. 52 is a lot. Bakugo, if you guys hear anything outside, please ignore it. So, yeah, Bakugo, just, you know, he had like 70-something points alone, and he was first place. And 52 is not too far from 70-something. From 70, like 77, I think. 52 is not too far. So, yeah, it's only about like 25 points away. And I think that's okay. And he also thinks that's okay. He probably scored about 5th, 6th place. And yeah. But, of course, Izuku does not know about the he does not know about the hero, like, you know, the hero points you can get in the exam, just like how the only way Izuku passes is by getting hero points. And yeah. Oh, yeah, just let you guys know, everybody, like, all the teachers who are observing the thing were satisfied by Izuku's heroicness and his strength. And, you know, the same thing with Aizawa happened. This is nothing special. And, you know, just like in the original, that all happened. I want to, like, get to it more, but I feel like all my what ifs, like any what if I do, they be taking a while. And I'm not even gonna lie, I ain't got no problem with it. I'll do 20 parts on one what if y'all want. But yeah, if y'all want me to speed up, I can speed up pretty easily. But then it wouldn't have as much context, but whatever. So yeah, that thing happened, and Izuku goes home. Well, he's fully healed. He's fine. He goes home and hugs his mother. He says, "I think I passed. Probably about 5th, 4th, 6th place. One of those 3." She smiles, and she's actually kind of, like, honestly, Izuku alone, he didn't use his quirk at all to get those 52 points. Well, he did use his quirk alone. He didn't use one for all at all. So, yeah, that happened, and yada, yada, yada. You know, all that basically happened. And yes, the hero exam did end. I forgot to say, I forgot to say that, you know, which his name says ending, but you know it ended, so it don't really matter. I don't know why I'm even talking about it. So, yeah, basically that happens. He gets the letter, but this time when he gets the letter, it's the same thing with All Might. It's the exact same thing, like, because not Kendo, not Choco. Kendo thought that maybe she held him down for points while he was trying to save her, stuff like that. So yeah. And then it shows in the video instead, just like the original, it says, well, Izuku alone had already gotten 52 points, which would be about, he would have 4th place. He would have gotten 4th place and made it into UA. But, even if he did have 0 points, he didn't need, even if he did have 0 points, once he saved you, he would have passed with at least, something. So yeah. I don't know, whatever. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that happens. Izuku then gets plus 60 points. Just like in the original. So, I'm going to just say it's 20 points because I want it to be, no, wait, 30 points. No. 10 points. I'm going to just say it's plus 10 points, making Izuku 2nd place with a total of 62, 15 points. So he has 67 points, 2nd place. And, of course, Bakugo is 1st. So we skip to when it's time for the first day of school. Izuku heads in. Kendo's in the 1A, just to let you guys know. Toru's not. That useless invisible girl. I don't care what any of y'all say in the comments. That girl is useless. She does not help. And I don't care if y'all say, oh, but her shiny thing. That is not helpful at all. The best thing she did with that shiny thing was literally in the not the sports festival, the singing thing where they sang, That was the only thing that it helped in. If for those of you know what I'm talking about. In My Hero Academia. So yeah. But Izuku walks in, Izuku's not much a talker, so he has the same face. Aizawa, he has kind of like an Aizawa face, but even meaner. So kids were Bakugo is isn't scared of Izuku. Because, he's cool with Izuku now. But, he knows that Izuku is not one to be messed with. Because Izuku is, it's you could low-key say, well, he's not as good as fighting as Batman. But in the My Hero verse, for, their age, he's the Batman. Even if he only had his one quirk, he would be the Batman. So, yeah. But even if Izuku trained by himself, because of this special combat ability, his quirk, it basically gives him an enhance in combat ability. So martial arts, he learned very quickly and be a master at it very quickly. And he also has extra strength and more of an affinity of it. He can also see movements better, kind of like a Sharingan, but really like a 1 Tomoe or a 2 Tomoe, but just no Genjutsu abilities, anything like that. That's the best extent of his ability, which you can say is really good. So basically, Naruto versus Sasuke fight, the first one. At first, when Sasuke was getting beat up by Naruto because his Sharingan wasn't developed enough, that would be Izuku in that situation, but just not as good of a fighter and not doing no fireballs and stuff. So yeah, Izuku is pretty strong. He's not as strong as Sasuke in that moment. I'm just saying his combat ability will be to that extent. So yeah, my bad. I'm not explaining a lot, but I just wanted you guys to know what Izuku's quirk and what he can do with that quirk. So yeah, basically Izuku is a specialist in combat. Of course, they do know that Izuku has this quirk, but they did not know about that strength quirk that he also had. So yeah, they're surprised about that. Izuku is not. Well, Izuku did come back and tell them that he had that quirk after he got accepted, and yeah, it didn't really matter after that. So yeah, that happened. As always, the first day, as always, one of them asked to say was, Uraka, he asked, aren't we supposed to be going to an orientation about now? Aizawa then says, there's no time for orientation if you want to be a hero. With that, same old voice, like this. No, extra, I don't know how to describe it. No extra in it. He don't care at all. You want to be a hero? Don't care. Well, he does care about heroes and stuff, because, he's always the homie, so it don't matter. So, yeah, he says, I have a test for y'all. So, they go down, they get their stuff on, and, yeah. They make it within time. Izuku was the first one there. not surprising since all he does is get straightforward to task, which Aizawa does like. Because in this one, Izuku's not much of a talker at all. And he doesn't really have interest in talking to people. Yeah, stuff like that. And I'm back one more time. Another cut. It was like only for like 5 to 10 minutes. It don't really matter. So yeah, we left off with them about to start training. Yada yada yada. But I'm gonna have the whole test. Well, not training, the test. I'm gonna have the test different this time. I'm gonna have this test different. So yeah, basically, if you guys can hear me inside, just ignore it. So yeah, basically, the test is gonna be different. Instead of the whole normal physical thing test, it's gonna be like sparring against each other's classmates and stuff. Since Bakugo and Izuku are first, they're not gonna be going up against each other. They're gonna be going up 2 people at once, since they are first and second. So yeah, Bakugo is gonna have 2 people against him, and so is Midorya. So yeah. Izuku, though, has decided not to use One for All for this test because it can be very fatal. Aizawa knows that Izuku has the the combat skill test, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, he still does have a little. He thinks Izuku has potential, even at the beginning, unlike the original. And first fight is gonna be Bakugo's though, but Izuku's gonna go last. So yeah, Bakugo's fight is against what's it called? Bakugo he actually he didn't really get it easy. It's against Suyu. Bakugo's against Suyu and Kendo. Well, yeah. I'm gonna say Suyu and Kirishima. Oh yeah, and I did left off who I was gonna talk about, who Midoriya's friends are gonna be, his best friend, and I'll probably tell you at the end of the video. So let's just continue what's happening. So it's Kendo and Suyu. And for those of you, Kendo is Suyu versus Bakugo. For those of you who do not know who Kendo is, it's the girl in Class 1B who has the giant hands quirk that's always knocking out Monoma, the GOAT. Monoma is the GOAT, so I don't care what you say. Monoma is the GOAT. He's relevant. He's the most relevant in the anime. The most relevant. Well, one of the most relevant. So yeah, that happened. They fight. Bakugo beast. So it wasn't easy to take him down, but he still won in general. Taking out Kendo first, her big hands did have a pretty good combat ability, but since her hands are so big, it did leave her it made her way more. It made her move slower, basically, calling Bakugo was really fast and stuff. So yeah, he won that easily. And just to let you guys know, it's kind of like this UA Sports Festival battle, but with a much smaller little thing that Aizawa has going. So yeah, so if you get out, you lose, all that. Suyu was not too tough, was tougher than Kendo though, because her fast mobility and stuff, but Bakugo did still end up taking her out. Then we fast forward through some fights, and then we go to oh wait, no, I said Suyu and Kirishima, my bad, but I'm just gonna keep it Suyu and Kendo versus Bakugo, but that already happened because I don't want to do that again. So yeah, we fast forward. It's gonna be Kirishima versus Kaminari, and Kirishima versus Kaminari. It was pretty much not a really one-sided fight. It was actually a pretty tough fight, since Kaminari goes dumb after using too much of his volts, and he's kind of vulnerable. But then Kirishima is very good with close combat, but Kaminari's quirk is very powerful type. So I have to give this battle to Kaminari, of course. Some more battles went on, yada yada yada, and yeah, they really did my boy Mineta messed up. I mean, not my boy Mineta. They really did my boy Shoto messed up. They put him versus King Mineta, and we all know who won this battle. King Mineta. King Mineta won that without any difficulty. He stuck balls to the ground and stuck Shoto to those balls. Since they do not know each other's quirks, that's what's up. That basically, that's why it was kind of difficult for some. Some were pretty predictable, but yeah, so and so. So yeah, basically that happened. You know, of course, for those of you who have not watched MHA, Mineta is number one in the number two in the classroom, right behind Izuku. Number one in the classroom. He can clap. He has his strength is basically like one punch can destroy the universe. If you guys have not seen the show, if you've seen the show, you'll understand. Like King Mineta is King Mineta. I don't care what you say. He's the king. He knows everything. He's the strongest. He's the GOAT. So yeah, you know, of course, King Mineta would be Shoto, but you know that I'm just messing with y'all. Nah, Shoto destroyed Mineta, but you know, King Mineta still is the GOAT, cause he went easy on Shoto. That's all I gotta say. So the rest of the fights go on, yada yada, and we go to Izuku, the last fight. So everybody's pretty interested in this, and the fight is actually Izuku versus Ojiro. And Uraraka. Uraraka was easy for Izuku to handle. Izuku is not allowed his knives and stuff because they're not allowed to support weapons like that in this. So yeah. So basically Izuku had his only had his thing. He doesn't. And for those of you thinking, oh, Izuku's only good with his knives, though. No, he's not. He's good at almost any combat. He's good at multiple combats, basically. He can fight with no sword, no blades, one blade, two blades, sword, gun, throwing knife, kitchen knife, all that. It don't matter. As long as he got his hands, he good. He got his hand and feet. He gave it a walk and punch. He's good. So yeah, Ojiro, for those you don't know what his quirk is tail. The most And now I want to hear none of y'all in the comments saying, wait. Toru is the useless. Okay, never mind. I'm wrong about that. Toru is the most useless in that class. Ojiro, second most useless. I don't want to hear nobody say, no, Mineta is the most useless. Get out my face if you say that. Actually, don't. Actually, stay on the video. Sorry for those of you I've offended. But he is King Mineta, so please don't disrespect. You know, King Mineta has the best quirk in the classroom. It's not even a question, but yeah. I don't know why I'm including Mineta, but right now, yeah. So basically, Ojiro does sit back and he says, I would like to have a one-on-one fight. So, because Ojiro kind of could tell that Izuku will, like, beat Ochako. And even though Ochako's a girl, Izuku don't care. He a GOAT. He got up there. He jumped, did like 30 flips in the air. Boom. One kick. Knocked Ochako out of the ring. It's not like he didn't like try to hurt her. But he ain't try to not hurt her. He just wanted that win, you know? And like all the kids see that, they like, whoa, he's goated. He's the best. I've never seen someone so good. Whoa, he's the GOAT. Because, you know, my boy Izuku's the GOAT. Especially in this. Because, like, he's really goated. Like, Izuku's the GOAT. Like, bro really did, like, 15 flips in the air. Boom. Kick. One kick. Just a kick. Like, you could see his hand moved a little bit. Because, you know, he had to be in style, you know. He did like Sanji. He did, like, 15 flips. Boom. One kick. Ochaka out of the ring. And for those who say, Izuku wouldn't do this. Izuku's the GOAT in this. He don't care. As long as he becomes a great hero and avenges his father, Izuku don't care. He doesn't care. All he wants is to protect his family, become a great hero, and avenge his father. That's all Izuku wants. He wants to save people. That's what he wants to do. He wants to save people, avenge his father, become a great hero, and stuff like that. Protect his family. He gonna do not anything to go up to it, but he will like anything now in like to become a hero that's like that's legal. He don't do it. Aizawa told him to fight her. He ain't holding back for nothing. It's not like he knew that she was weak and not gonna beat him at all. And it's not like for this like no, Ochako would have just touched him once and it's over. Izuku not letting that girl touch her. Touch him. It's over. Now it's just Ojiro versus Izuku. Ojiro, he saw that, and he saw the skill with Izuku, but he knew. But nothing, well, he didn't know, but Ojiro in his mind, Man, I'm the goat at martial art, and I got a tail. Jeez, my tail is great. The best quirk ever. Bro, I'm sorry. That's what he think. He think he got a great quirk. Garbage. Trash. I don't even... Whatever. So, yeah, basically, they start getting up, and then Izuku is just sitting there, not his hands in his pocket. He puts his hands up, knowing that Ojiro is a martial artist, thinking that this might be a tiny bit of a challenge. So, Ojiro jump up, boom, boom, trying to kick and get his tail. Izuku over here, like, reading these moves like they're nothing. Like, everything's slow motion right now from me over here. Dodge left, dodge right, down, up, no effect. And then Ojiro about to land one great clean hit to his hand. Izuku puts his hand out, boom, grabs the tail, slams Ojiro to the ground. Like, this really he really did him wrong. He really, like, Ojiro's quirk, useless against Izuku. But Ojiro get back up, boom, landed one clean kick with his foot, not his tail. He then stands on his tail, goes up, bounces up, and tries to go back to the combat. Izuku over here dodge, he doesn't grab the tail, he just blocks it, goes under, boom, one left uppercut right there. Boom, one right hook right there. You see, my boy's really not playing no games. Kick straight to the face. Ojiro knocked out. He gone. Ojiro is sleep. He is Mr. Sleep Man. That dude is Z's. That's all right there. That emoji. That's my guy right there. So yeah. Thank y'all. This is the end of the video. My bad about that again. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Basically, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my videos. Link is for my friend who made my outro. And part 3 coming soon. Tomorrow, new what if called What If Naruto Ate the Gum Gum Fruit. Peace out.